With the keto diet, I actually get to add things back into my diet that I had removed, like cheese and fried foods and certain things that I really enjoyed, and it just seemed less restrictive. So I tried it. And the first week, I lost 11 pounds.
Welcome back, folks. You're watching the Dr. Nandi Show, and today we're talking about diet trends. And my first guest found that the keto diet worked for her. She lost an amazing 135 pounds in 10 months. Yeah, that's right. And now she's a keto coach helping others lose weight. I'd like to welcome Candace Briscoe to the show. Candace, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful to be here.
Of course. So, at your heaviest, how much did you weigh?
My heaviest weight was 315 pounds.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's look at some old photos. That's you right there, huh?
Yeah.
Is that at your heaviest, or?
Yeah, right around my heaviest. Probably about 310 right there.
And most of my patients, most folks who says this is it, and something triggers them. What was your breaking point?
Believe it or not, it was a bridesmaid's dress. I was asked to be in a wedding. That's the trip, actually. Yeah. I got a size 14 dress thinking I would be able to drop some weight before the wedding. I go to the seamstress to see how it fits, and she literally tells me that I have to buy another size 14 dress so she can sew the two of them together.
Whoa.
Right. And so, of course, I was devastated and embarrassed and alone. So I went to the wedding, enjoyed myself, but when I got home, I hit the ground running and never looked back.
And when you say hit the ground running, what did you do?
I started dieting immediately. But dieting in the only way I knew how at the time, you know, low fat, low calorie, low carbs. And it was pretty difficult for me. I lost a significant amount of weight, maybe like 30 pounds in the first month, but I felt so deprived.
Couldn't sustain it.
Yeah. It's never been sustainable for me. I've been big and up and down trying different things, but nothing has ever been sustainable.
And even as a child, do you remember as a kid, were you a bigger kid?
Well, not really, because I was athletic. So even though I never controlled my eating because I was an athlete, I never had to. So when I stopped playing sports, the weight ballooned.
Immediately, because you didn't change your
Right.
eating habits. This happens a lot for folks. And then how did you figure out the keto diet, or how were you introduced to it?
Actually, a coworker of mine, a fellow nurse, introduced me to it because I was complaining at work about being starving. And she was like, you know, check this out, try it. And I went home and Googled and Googled and Googled, and I was like, well, with the keto diet, I actually get to add things back into my diet that I had removed, like cheese and fried foods and certain things that I really enjoyed, and it just seemed less restrictive. So I tried it. And the first week, I lost 11 pounds immediately.
Wow.
And
11 pounds?
11 pounds.
And then what happened?
The weight continued to drop. And
did you feel deprived like you were before?
Never.
Not at all?
I never feel deprived anymore.
Yeah, and so now when you noticed that, how did you then transition to being a keto coach?
It kind of really happened organically. It got to the point where so many people were asking for my help that.
Because they were seeing you're dramatically changed.
You gotta imagine, I'm a registered nurse and I'm around all these people and I've lost this weight publicly and everybody wants to try it. And it just got to the point where people needed me. And I saw it, and it felt so good to help somebody that was in the same spot.
And how did it make you feel? Physically, you could see the difference. Emotionally, tell me how it made you feel.
Oh, it was incredibly freeing, especially the coaching side of it. Because to be able to motivate and encourage others, because I didn't have that. I was alone in my journey, and I was isolated and depressed and dealing with a lot of grief and embarrassment. To be able to help people and know that they're not alone, that they don't have to be alone in this journey.
And how much is that support important for folks who are watching? They don't really know what to do with any kind of a food plan or exercise. How important is that?
A food plan is the best thing you can do for yourself because it sets you up for a win. If you don't have to think, if you prep and you know exactly what you're going to eat every day, and you don't have to think about it, and you don't have to make split decisions, and you don't wait till you're starving to pick something up, it sets you up for your win, and you don't even, it makes it easy. It makes it like clockwork.
It's almost, and there's a woman named Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson who talks about this, and she says, automate your diet. Because if you try it exactly what you said, if you try to make those split decisions, you often make the wrong one, right? You get a call, let's say your husband, wife, significant other, or somebody calls you up and says, what's for dinner? And you're passing by a pizza place, what are you going to do? You're going to pick that pizza up. And imagine your whole life has been, until this point, just eating kind of on the go quickly. So I tell people, I give them this analogy. You know, we've almost been addicted to these kinds of foods, simple carbohydrates, all this processed foods. And if you get addicted to that, and everywhere you go, there is a fast food restaurant. So if you automate your life so you don't have to think about those split decisions, and you know what you're going to eat, and you organize it and have a coach, you can really make a good decision. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Partha Nandi, and if you enjoyed that video, you're going to love the next one. It's full of incredible information to help you start your health hero journey.